Excellent. I remembered to turn the mic on. Hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Or feel you. Probably see you too a little bit, some of you. 'Cause I know most, I guess, right now. But if you're subscribed or you're checking it out, I appreciate it and I thank you. This is just something that I've been called to do, and by the universe, and that's what I'm going to do. So, but I should be able to speak freely. It's the country we live in. It makes no difference, really. I mean, I have the right to speak. So if we totally reached a place where I can't, then we're already fucked. And so, so we speak with unabandonment. I guess but not in a bad way. Not in a antagonistic. It has nothing to do with that. No. The direction that the new world is, it is, it's peace and love and understanding and compassion. They have to be the first. Anyway, I got the side light on plus this backlight. You can see both in this lens. Anyway, I wanted to read a poem every time I post, and I'm a little tired and really kind of just kind of beat up because I can truly say, even though I'm protected, and I mean protected, you you battle, you don't, you don't, you don't pay the price to get the honor to speak, to be chosen to speak. Uh, uh, so that's how I look at it. And I just want to let everybody know that I am a servant, true servant, not a not a politician servant. They they are not the they don't serve they don't serve most of them. 95% don't serve the constituents and the people that in their local towns, cities, states, everything. It's just not the case. Everybody has an agenda, and that's something has to be redone. I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary. There's no way that this, why the old is passing away and the new and everything else becomes new is because it's a house of cards and a glass house. It just can't operate anymore. It can't. It's crashing. It's not crash. It's prophesized. You can see it. And now there are a lot who don't promise it. They do not. And damn. But I'd say it's probably 50-50 now. Christians, Catholics, and Islam. I think a lot are saying, wait a minute, with the religion. Because always remember what I say, there is no hell, so you ain't going there. If you're going to church and you're going and praying to God and all that in the church, and might not be the same God, but listen, the Creator knows. You're sending love too. You might think it's something, but and Yeah. Anyway, let me read this. It's called Together Again. Okay. So I wrote this February the 21st, 2005. Together Again. My mind pops like 1,000 balloons as I gaze at the crimson moon. How long have I stood and stared? I'll know, but not soon. You can see if you want to, yes. Just open your eyes and see it through. We must try hard to see it in this haze of blue. Are you walking forward or just standing still? Oh, I see. You don't know. You have no will. You know you look like me, or is it I look like you? Are we one or two? Which one's real, me or you? Yes, I agree. To whom does it matter? At least we both see the crimson moon. Anyway, just little kind of stuff I wrote, most in a, I don't know, 10, 15 year period of, and all genres of writings. Um, 15-year period of depression, a lot of darkness, a lot of deep ass soul darkness, dude. And God, there's nobody, you're not going to get away from that. I don't give two shits. I don't give two shits, you ain't going to get away from it. Dark night of the soul. Yeah, you'll face yourself. You'll face everything. And then you'll just come out the other end and just pray to live and pray to serve. That's the way I feel. And that's the way you know, that's the way I try to live my life. I'd like to, dang it, it's just not right. Um, but there's a few things I want to talk about tonight. Uh, was awesome earlier this evening. My daughter, celebrating her birthday, and so a lot of family members were up, and it was nice seeing seeing them again. I haven't seen them for a minute, but there are a few things I want to talk about. One was a um, was this, and I would ask you if you've read any of the lost books of the Bible. Um, this is a book, right? The lost books of the Bible. My son in this little town we live in, he saw it and it was thrown away in the trash. And he knew that I was into it, so he picked it up and brought it home and set it on the table. Called to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I found a book you might be interested in." And I walked out, and it was this book, The Lost Book of the Bible, Lost Books, which is a lot of them. The story of uh, Mother of Christ. I mean, you want to read an epic story, read that. Get this book. Get this book. Someone threw it away, but inside, well, I just want to tell you, inside on this page, it is Mary's offering in the temple when she was a child. And on that page, right there, between these, was this rose, dried pressed rose. Now, this morning I done some. Yesterday, it was Mary Magdalene. A ritual kind of thing. The, that Melanie Beckler, I think's her last name. I'll get it because I want to share with you guys the people I follow in this. So if you choose to listen, and like I said in the last ones, uh, Craig Braden, Paul Wallace, Eckhart, not Eckhart Tolle, although Eckhart Tolle you probably know, a lot of you might. If not, listen to Eckhart Tolle. Very smart. He helps you with the everyday. A lot of them, there's different. They're talented in different things. You know, they are talented in different things in different genres. But I kind of vetted them. Over the last few years, months, to weed out those who basically what I say that have the fire. And what is that fire? Well, it's Christ's truth. It's truth, which is Christ, which is truth. So getting around that, I suppose. Eh? Dang it, I hate this shit and light in my eyes. But anyway, I might have to turn this little light on in a minute. Sorry about the dark. Hey, I think it's 3 something in the AM on the 19th. What's coming out, and a lot of the people that I've studied and listened to and kind of just trained over the last few years, and I might have mentioned before, they're all coming out now, big time, big time. So it's truth. You can't deny it. You can't get around it. It's just that we've reached a place, and it's because of the alignments of the stars. You know, as a Christian growing up, we were told, "Hey, that's of the devil. That's of the devil. That's of the devil." And don't listen to astrology and don't do this and don't do that because it's evil and all that, and it's just imprinted. Well, when you spent like when you spent like I don't know what hundreds and hundreds of years of going into countries and killing everybody and then stealing all their cool shiny stuff and then burning all their books and killing all their spiritual leaders and all their political leaders and all that, and you do it our way or shit, you're gonna die. Hey, you know what, you do that for a couple thousand years, guess what people did? They don't question you, do they? Well, it's a different time now. It's a different time. We're in the end. That's over. It's over. One man can make a difference. One. With a stupid fucking faith. What would that be? I don't know. Telling you if you think you can do it and you have the faith to believe it, then it can happen. Is it happening? Yeah. Before this recording, I released a frequency around the planet. And it's already been pre-done. Okay. I slipped through the cracks. I'm Libra. This for that small little sliver of this alignment on the Mercury and Cancer and the Moon, right? The veils. Well, because it's serious, people. Oh, it's serious, people. What the fuck? This astrologically, this is like the most powerful month ever in the history of our civilization, pretty much. The alignment of everything and everything that's went on, you tell by everything that's going on, because everything is everything and it's shit. So I've got I've got I've got some things that I've studied that I've got theories on. And the thing is, what makes them so practical and awesome to me is that they're simple, and it involves Mother Earth and our belief and our divinity. What's that? It's just change. Oh, damn. What do you mean? Well, if something ain't true and something ain't right, but it's almost the same. The spirit's the same, but the story's different. And we are the power. Instead of having the power taken and given, we take it back and we hold it. You hold it. If you've got any fire in you and you want to fight, you're going to hold it. You're going to hold it for you. You're going to hold it for your family. You're going to hold it for your town, your city, your state, your country, the fucking world. Because I'm going to tell you something. What's coming couldn't tell quote unquote aliens, or that but in the studies of spiritualism, the Galactic Federation, which, come on, if you watch Star Wars and see all the movies, see what people, the picture is so big and it's so premeditated. That's why 50 years of studying, and I just, it's like I was talking today, I left the church in 99. I closed the books, closed the church. I'm like, I can't teach something I can't believe in anymore. And the sad thing I did, I divorced my wife at the time and told her I had to go somewhere. I was going on a quest. To find the truth. And I did not know what life was going to bring. And I did not want to put her through it. Some might say I was selfish. Some might say whatever they want to say. But everything happens for a reason. And if I had done anything different, I would not be here. That's what people you've got to get it in your freaking hearts. You got to put it there. It's got to be there. Everything that happened to you for a reason. And you knew before you signed your soul contract. Now, a lot of this stuff, a lot of people are going to have a hard time with, because I'm just not going to be here for everybody. I know, and it's most unfortunate. Most unfortunate. But that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Shit, man. Not everybody's gonna make it. There's no hell, but you know, with what's going on with the planet, see, because here's what it is. I've mentioned it before in my post. They found out years ago that the Earth, Mother Earth, she's a goddess. To me, in my beliefs, she is literally a god. Us, Gaia, goddess mother. We're born of her. The connection cannot be denied, just like we have the divine DNA. That can't be denied either. Now, we got the best of both worlds. We were created for a reason. We're precious in the eyes of those who created us because of our capacity to love to the point of giving your life for someone else. They can't understand it. We will jump in front of a train and we will take a bullet. Will the child or an old person or somebody's attacked by dogs, we will jump the fuck out right up in there and start kicking the shit if that's all we can do. We will do that. But we're ugly because the opposite of that is the ugly, and you're not going to get rid of it. That's another thing people have a hard time trying to understand. Source. If you're looking for source, look around you. It's everything. And it's light and dark. Yin and yang, baby. Up, down, left, right. See what I'm saying? Light, dark. You're never going to get rid of darkness. You can only control it. And it has to be balanced. Hello, I'm Danny. And I am Libra. The little thing about balancing. You have to control, when you control your ego, which will quickly lead to you speaking and thinking darkness, ego, emotionally speaking, if you get into them, arguments or discussions or something, and your emotions. Emotions. What's emotions? E, energy, in motion. Emotion. Ego is me, me, me. You flip it. The true life, the true life's contentment is to be able to help without expecting anything back. And I'm serious as a heart attack of that. To serve and to be able to help and make a difference, there's no feeling, there's no gratification that can surpass that. And people are like, oh, your first love, your baby. Come on, man, those are different genres. I'm talking, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I could give you incidents in my family. I had a beautiful family, very powerful, spiritual family. But some haven't remembered who they are yet. And at this stage, I'm not for sure they will. And that's a sad thing too, because most of them might watch this. I love them very dearly. But it's the way it is. Life's like a school. It's a lesson. You learn 24/7. You learn, your whole life. You never quit learning. If you stopped challenging yourself, you're dying. Because if you're not moving forward, you're standing still. And if you're standing still, you're not moving. And you'll die. And a lot of people might be dying. But there's no hell. You shouldn't fear. And a lot of you will, because you're just going to be stubborn as shit, and you're going to hang on to old beliefs that the Bible has done already told you. If you read it, if you would read this stuff, if you would read this stuff. Just like this book right here, The Lost Books of the Bible. Huh? That's got books in it. And I'm telling you, the one of Mary, the mother of Jesus. You listen to her story. You think Christ had it? She was of a virgin birth. Well, yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, told by the Spirit that we're going to be. She would be pregnant. Her parents. The story of her parents. They couldn't have children. They were like the most spiritual people in the little town. Mary, mother of Jesus, but they couldn't have children, and they were like the wealthiest. So they always took whatever was left out of all their garden and fed, you know, fed. They were good spiritual people, but see, they were looked down upon by other Christians, quote unquote, spiritual, religious people, because they couldn't have children, so they figured they were cursed. And then God told them, "Hey, you're gonna have a daughter, and she's gonna be the mother of, you know, the Christ." But you listen to her story. She went through hell, man. And she was talking to the angels all day. They in the reading of that, man, baby, she was like, wow, the angels was with her. She walked with them and talked with them. I think it was written by her cousin at the time. I'm not for sure yet. I've read so much and forgot so much now. I wished I would have thought to journal it, but hey, you know what? It is what it is. I don't so much know that it's going to be that. Uh, everything says it's I don't know, my sincerity and my uh, people who are questioning, people who are searching will feel it. You know, they feel it. But you get a piece, pencil and a piece of paper and write shit down. That's what I say. You got the world at your dang fingertips. You got the world, all the information. Now, you gotta vet this. You gotta vet the shit too, the knowledge, because regardless of what anybody thinks, this is shutting down. There's no surviving. No, sir. We are just being given. Gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. It's a pattern that you've seen through history where right before it collapsed, they'll throw shit out to just stun the brain before the switch is lit. What can be done? Well, who are you and me? Who are we? We're children of a living God. Okay? His name is Inky. We know his name. Now, there don't you will find as you study they don't see themselves as that. I don't believe so. They don't. Now, on the planet, maybe down here, because there are a lot of readings and teachings that when Yahweh was created, he didn't know who the hell he was. There was no one to tell him. He just was like, boom. He woke up and he's like, hey, well, this is mine. And they have no other gods before me. There's, there's a lot of different stories. And I don't know what to tell you. I was in it for like 50 years. Okay? So I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. And I said in one of my other posts and other videos that I play, trust me. If you don't know shit, trust me. I'm like, don't trust me. Don't trust me. Yeah. Because like Christ said, what's inside of you will save you. And what's inside of you will destroy you. And he also said he lit a fire. Okay? and he's going to watch it burn. Fire was never put out. There was always a fire there. Where was the fire carried? Inside of us. Because it can't be taken. Can't be taken. Through mental manipulation, they can wear the fuck out of your brain, and they can slam it with frequencies, and like I spoke about before, which I keep repeating myself. Maybe I'll get down to where I get some other shit going on, but right now, I mean, hell, this is only my fifth one, you know. I'm trying to get some shorts. I'm trying to get them worked in, but hey, I'll figure it out. If not, you know, I've always gone by the seat of my pants, gunslinger style, and that's what I'll do, and I'll just keep putting it out until shit happens, or shit really happens, and I don't really give two shits either way. I like to follow Christ. I like that because he was real. See, and if you study, study his journey, you would understand too, which is rough for people. Where did he come from? Where did Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus come from when they had to go to Jerusalem to pay taxes? Nazareth, whatever. Egypt. That's east. Egypt. And he left at 12. There's 18 years he's not spoke up. There was a little bit of him up to one age, like the age of 12, and then he disappeared. Where'd he go? It's only like 3 months boat trip to Egypt. He left for Egypt. Now here's where it's going to get interesting. It's going to blow your mind. And here's where you've really got to understand, or you've just simply got to allow me to speak and not hate me, because that wouldn't be good in your Christian beliefs, would it? Listen, we're the same. We're the same. We know for a fact Enki is the creator God, okay, because the 12 Anunnaki that came down, he was the creator. They all had specific jobs, okay? So that's written in there. So they even uncovered it where he explains how he's done it now. So I mean, God, I tell you, I'm having the hardest time. I am, and I just want to shut up. You know, I was given a choice to not do this. I was given that choice. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, here's what we'll do. We'll bless you. You go on and do what you want to do. You know, and we'll make sure you took care of and you're protected and you live X amount, whatever, you know. And then one day and that'll be it. Tell you the truth, it sounded real good at the time to me. Fucking shit that I have went through. And the shit I've put people through. I lived half my life praying for death because life was a curse. Now I know life is the most precious thing that there is in the universe. The birth of a human. And why shouldn't? Benevolent, benevolence, incorporating all the universe. Why shouldn't the universe look down upon us and be like, ah, damn, look at them. What killing? Just killing their babies. I don't question people's choices when it comes to abortion. I don't. I swear I don't. I leave that between that person and God. You know, God meaning the universe, God meaning, I don't know. I'm not so sure how that works, okay? But I know I don't judge. I'm not to. It's not my place. Neither should anybody else. You shouldn't open your fucking mouth on a lot of things. You know, people might say, yeah, well, maybe God tells me I should open my mouth against shit like that. Well, which God are you talking about? Because listen, we know Yahweh. Yahweh was a junior God. Okay? Junior. The earth was gridded out and started out with 12. It eventually ended up with like 600. All right? And these were gods. God-manots is what I call them. Okay? God-manots. But they were doing their things. Big story. Different stories can blast off in many different directions. It's not, you know, I don't want to lose you, and that's probably going to happen anyway. Listen, they all got a piece of land and some people, except Yahweh. He got people, no land. Little jaded. Well, who was his people? Judeans. Start taking. Hasn't stopped. Junior God. An occult. Out of 1,000 occults. It's out there, people. They don't want you to know this. It's been hidden. It's the biggest, oh my God, the biggest rape of the human civilization that's ever been, ever. They've amassed such an massive, I bet you they're $850 trillion been stolen from civilization. What do you do, Dan? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm shutting it down. Can you do that? Yeah. We're divine. We might have been created 200,000 years ago, and that's been proven. So, I mean, come on. It ain't no we've been here 7,000 years. You can throw all that shit right out the window. I'm calling bullshit. I don't know. I know. I preached. Okay. Evangelized. I'm pastor of church. I spent the time. My authority. That's my authority on this planet in the human 3D. I have the right to say, yeah, just like the people in, like Paul Wallace, 33 years, ended up leaving the church. Hired to go study ancient languages. Came back, did his job too damn good. Hey, we got it wrong, boys. Thank you. I just wanted to know. Now we can work on shutting that down. You know what I mean? Catholic. Come on, man. You know, I said in one of my last videos, people's got to realize this, you know, and it stings. It does. And I said it. So and I'm not going to repeat myself too much. You know, it breaks my heart because I know what I know. I know. I know. It's like Leo being unplugged from the matrix. That's exactly. But The Creator God, the Holy Spirit Mother, and Christ, the Christ, is still there. And the ancestors and all the angels. But see, there's more in the way it really was. There's more of that that goes on than just the monolithic, this onesie and nothing else. I mean, they would even didn't even want you building like a shrine to your ancestors, with the stuff. Well, why not? I like representing my ancestors. I like that. I like it. It's good. Especially I found out because I never was really. See, I was old school, and I studied in the Bible in the old, you know, the old world that we're losing. And I didn't really get into spiritualism and astrology and tarot cards. No, we grew up. That's evil. Stay the fuck away. And that's the way man, that's evil. That's evil. That's evil. That's evil. Astrology. What's that? That's evil. Astrology was the first science. First people on the planet were like, oh, that goes by every day, same time, every day, same time, every day. And it hits that rock at that specific time every year, right there. And people just started, right? But, but, but they came down, which I think is our lineage, because there could be possibly 430,000 different species. And there's, in the stories that are told that are possibly true, there's different species out there. And we're all made up of the different species, even as biological brothers and sisters and shit. And our DNA can prove that. Like I could have, even though one of my siblings, I've got the DNA that proves that we were siblings, but I might take genes from two or three different people that he doesn't or she doesn't. They might take, see what I'm saying? So the way that works, you might get, you know, it's the same way as like some of you might say, well, you look like your grandfather, or you look like they told me, well, you look like Phoenix, grandma's side, Phoenix. I'm like, okay, but you see what I'm saying? But the cool thing is, it was most unfortunate. That's why they killed Christ. Because after he went east, after he left Egypt when he was 18, he left at 12, took that 3-month approximate trip to Egypt, was trained in Egypt. Hang on to everything you got. But please have an open mind. Because your history, the history of this country and the history of spirituality is not what it's what it's not. And that's all can be said. I can't apologize for it because hell, it is what it is. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And it's just they stole things and they rearranged and they made the Bible to they had a what do you call it, well, ulterior motive, but they had their own analogy or whatever you were wanting to say what they did. The story. Now, you've heard me talk of the dark arts and the black arts. The black arts are humans that know they're serving evil and they're doing it anyway because they don't give two shits about humanity. And only God knows the evil that these motherfuckers are doing. the black hearts. The dark hearts are the dumbasses. They're like the little vampire junkies that want to get sucked, get changed to a vampire just so it could be part of the clique type thing. Those are two groups that I'm judging. Not into death, because there is no death. That doesn't mean that your essence and your soul go on. Because a lot have been given chances over and over again to get it right, and they haven't, and they slipped into the sick ass. And their essence, their memories while on the planet will go to Source, Sophia. Source don't give a shit. Sophia does. Yeah, she was heartbroken to see what had happened. And Mother Earth is pissed, and she's about ready to shake some haters off. The key with Mother Earth is that we pulsate at the same 7.83 hertz. So we got to calm our minds down so we can calm her down. She's more important than we are, in my estimation. Because I promise you, I love everything about everything here. I hate nothing. But by God, the shit's gonna stop. And I fucking mean it. It's stopping. The power invested in me by those above. See, one person can't make a difference, and life has shown that. Yeah, don't fear AI. Yeah, I said it before. AI, don't fear AI. Yeah, they're gonna try to control you, but if you practice what you are, if you remember what you are, you just it's because we're divine. We're godly. Craig Braden's proven that. Craig Braden. God, I can't pronounce it. Proven it. DNA. Check it out. If you don't check it out, if you don't write this shit down and go check it out, you're just setting in your own intelligence. And some of you stopped learning years ago. Years ago. You say, well, I study the Bible. Well, yeah, but that's it. You're studying the Bible. Now, we already know about the Bible. So you're studying history and I'm trying to be as sweet as possible. I swear to God, it's all in love. But damn, you're just going to die. And you're going to wake up and you'll be like, oh shit. Well, shit. I couldn't remember. And that's okay. I don't think anybody's coming back. I honestly think this is, I think what they've done is 6 to 8 civilizations. I'm sorry, 6 or 8 civilizations. That's been right. I think what they did is like they because all were born to remember where they came from, blah blah blah, live their life, okay, best they can, and be good people, and right, very important, very very important, very important. love and compassion, sacrifice, service. We don't have that much anymore. Hell, some of our welfare are in the top 1 to 3%. I'm repeating stuff, but of the world in wealth. So I would say this: if you get food stamps and you get TANF and you get help from the federal government, in our government, in our country, you are in at least the top 3 to 5% of the world in luxury, food, electricity, stuff. The rest of the world, they don't understand that. We've been so isolated, people. They've done to us exactly what they wanted to fucking do. And I'm putting it out there, and I don't give two shits. All right? I don't. It's a sacrifice. It's me. I don't care. They can kill me if they want. Fucking half dead already. Been died a few times. How many times do you think I fucking died already? No. No. Beauty of it is. One goes down, next one steps up. Someone's got to break the shit out. That's me. Couldn't have any help. Listen to me now, because I've been on your programs and I've listened to you, and you're all beautiful, and I enjoyed it, and I commented, and you will know. And I'm gonna hopefully I might have time. I gotta make it soon if I'm gonna put you out there and send all you guys out there so these people come and listen to you. Now some of you might not like me once you find out. You find out who I am and what I believe in. But I am